made it back to the cabin here. I haven't been in it, nor has anybody been in it for the last, 2 months or so. So there's quite a bit of weeds growing up. I'm gonna have to spray. I brought the sprayer. And there's gonna be, well, we're gonna be driving around. Usually when people drive around on it all week, it's not that big a deal. It looks really quiet. A few bugs, but not many. Considering I got like a bunch of holes here. Yeah, everything looks good. We are here. I'm here. I keep saying we are here. We are actually here, but it's more just me right now. Yeah, some little thin spider webs hanging down. Working on the ceiling a lot. So up there, it's gonna get real hot. It's gonna be probably in the 90s this week. So I think what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna see. I don't think it's gonna fit in this window. I'd like it if it fit in this window. I don't think it's gonna open up enough. No, I think this one's too small. I think in reality, that one's too small too. In reality, it's gonna be this window right here that I'm gonna put that air conditioner in. See that? That'll fit it just fine. Hook up the generator, get everything going here. And you guys wanted to see kind of some detail shots of this cabin, but I'm gonna get it all set up, and then once I get the AC working, confirm that it works. I need to make sure that that generator is gonna run it, because in reality, you know, I have my breaker box, which is still behind this plastic here. I can cut that out. I just wanted to keep it sealed for now before I get up. I'm gonna put some plywood over that so I can service that whole area. Well, I got my inlet right there. I can hook that up. I really need to confirm. You know, I really need to confirm if that generator, the Honda EU2000, if I can power that little air conditioning unit. I know I can plug it straight into it. I've tried it before to power it, but I've never run it through this wiring. You know, it's going to be a little bit more loss in there, I think. So I'm going to see if that'll actually power it fine. I'm going to do a little test on that before I mount it in there. So somebody brought up the point, and it's a good one, that this needs to be open, at least on 3 sides, for a correct way of doing propane. I don't have that right now. I just wanted to mainly keep this thing dry and keep it from rusting. Looks like it's got a little rust, but not too bad. But that's a good point. So maybe in the end I'll make a platform for it instead of having this, and I'll just use this as a trailer storage box, which I actually need. But for the time being, I don't have that. It's really ventilated. I mean, it's not connected in any way to the cabin, like other than a couple of screws. So it's ventilated down below and up here and on the other side as well. You can't really see it, but it is ventilated, and this is not airtight. I mean, this is pretty, I don't even know if it's really waterproof. It just kind of keeps the main rain and snow off of things. But what I'm going to do now is simple. I'm just going to go here and turn this line on, make sure I don't hear any hissing. Valve is kind of, I heard it go. I must have. Okay, there it goes. Whoa, big flame. All right, coming in hot. There, got it. Oh man, smoking bugs back there. All right, it's on. Puppy is on. Okay, so I got my little pilot light lit down there. It's burning. Cool. Let's go ahead. Put that in there. And get it in there. It's gonna be hot. I'm gonna stick this sandwich in here because this is gonna get cold. Freezer always gets cold quicker. Hey, we're off grid, but we're gonna be comfortable this time. until I beeped. Let's just give it a shot here. So it's blowing. You see the wattage here is cooling watts are 560. So yeah, that's only a fraction, but it's just okay. So years ago, long time ago, I lost that little accordion thing that goes in here. So I'm gonna have to make one. Kind of ghetto it in there. Let's go. I didn't even hardly hit the generator. I didn't even see the lights flicker. So I think it's fine. I think that surge, you know, if I had a bunch of equipment plugged into it, you know, some other appliances and stuff, and it kicked, it would probably shut the breaker off on the generator. But I think with just this and maybe some chargers and things we're going to use, maybe a table saw periodically, we'll just unplug it or turn it off, or you can just turn the pump off, and that's it. So that's nice and cold. Luxury. It's luxury in the cabin today. I'm really hoping there's no bees up here. There's a bunch of bees outside and up under the eaves, and they're building a big nest. So that keeps them busy, hopefully. But basically, what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of cleaning up. We insulated, and I'm going to leave this. I think I've mentioned this a couple times that we're looking for a window still up here, and we really need a window just for ventilation. It would be so nice just to have airflow through here. It's just like massive heat right now. I have an air conditioner going right now, which I talked about. I don't know if this thing's picking up my face or focusing anywhere over here, but so basically I'm just gonna kind of clean this up. I got a vacuum, I got a broom up here, and I'm just gonna try to figure out where to stack this stuff. We have a bunch of sheetrock still. I think we have enough to do that wall over there, the peak, and so I think I'm gonna try to at least slide that middle piece up the hardwood, and I think we should be able to have enough there, and probably enough to start this wall. So maybe I'll put a little bit down. We still have a bunch of insulation up here that we can use, so I can do probably the majority of it. But I don't think I'm going to get to that this time. I want to get the ceiling in. I really want to get the ceiling in bad, just because there's a lot of gaps. And I think if we get that in there, then it'll buy us some time for the rest of this stuff to get insulated. But first things first, I got to kind of clean this area up. We've been throwing all of our, you know, tools and stuff up here to work. So I'm going to just kind of get cleaning and just kind of bring you along for the ride. Nothing real exciting. Kind of just kind of figuring out where to put stuff. We got old stink bugs and all sorts of bugs up here. So I'm going to kind of try to do this carefully so we don't put like fiberglass and dirt everywhere. Okay, so guys, here, let me show you. I just hung that up temporarily, but let me show you. Some people were asking for like a kind of a quick tour of the place, how I did it, how I wired, you know, how I did my kind of detail work. Right now, a couple of years ago, man, it's hot. Whew. We put this rigid foam up here. You can see, kind of along it. You've seen that video probably. We put regular insulation on that end, so I got to sheetrock it. I have sheetrock right there. I got to put it up. Maybe I'll do that this week if this ceiling thing goes quick. Like I said, the main project for me is to get this ceiling in, because there's gaps, there's air, there's a vent up here, there's a ridge vent. You can kind of see it. There's light coming through there. So that means heat is escaping in the winter, and obviously it's pulling hot air in from the soffits down there. There's light down there. There's vents, bird blockers. And so the theory is that you have 2x6 beams every 16 inches. I kind of overbuilt it. And then you put these pieces of rigid foam in there. this, right? There's an air gap, so it acts as like the attic area actually takes place behind this. It's called a cold roof, I think is what you call it. Cold roof, I don't know. So that's what's going on there. I put 2 outlets in up here, one right there, one right there. The idea being that if we put like a bed up here or something like that, someplace to sleep, you could have one on each side or behind it kind of. I have a switch right here, which I double pole or whatever, so I can turn off the upstairs light from up here or whatever, and I can also turn it on down there as well, turn it on and off from down below. So I had to wire that and figure out how to do that. Wired it up through here, so I have one light just literally stuck into this thing, but I'm going to put some conduit up and run it, you know, maybe put a couple more lights along the ridge here as soon as I get this piece on. So I'm going to do it with X like conduit that's exposed, that metal conduit right there, with that pipe right up here. So it's going to be exposed conduit, I guess what you call it. So I don't have to wire anything, drill any wires through it, pull any wire down, which is fine with me. And then less chance for bug intrusion. So the main thing that I'm going to do now is I'm just trying to get this place cleaned up. I got extra foam here. I'm just piling all the extra stuff I don't need kind of in this one corner right here. This is a sacrificial rafter right there. That's going to come out, like I said, and then it's just going to have this loft, so it's going to be completely open span right there, which is going to be cool. But meantime, I got to get this kind of cleaned out, so I'm going to continue on working on this. I'm going to go cool off for a minute next to the air conditioner. So I got this little shelf built. That was my little project. Brought that up, so that looks pretty good. I think we can use that for nice little storage. Some life jackets up there, some paddles and stuff. So yeah, that worked pretty good. So basically just doing little projects around here. I got a few more little things I gotta do, things I'm bringing in. So that'll be nice for storage. I still have to put up that that thing over the little shelf over the window there to see if we can hang some pots and pans from that, but I think that should work pretty nice. So yeah, that came out good. I think that adds a little bit of storage, and that's good. That's a good project done.